With the power of the small tower, Shi Hao kills the ancestor of Bulo Mountain Ichinwu. At this moment, the sky and the earth roars, accompanied by thunderclouds surging. Five Elements Mountain erupts with anger, and the majestic pressure shrouds the world. It said angrily, "Come here to be aggressive, you've crossed the line." Shi Hao stands arrogantly and does not retreat half a point. Staring straight at the Five Elements Mountain, the whole body of the small tower is filled with golden light, floating in the air. The chaotic aura floats out from the tower, condensing a barrier to protect Shi Hao. You want fight, then fight, the big deal is to reopen the lower realm. The small tower is full of fighting spirit, and the whole body flows with golden light. The powerful momentum does not lose to the Five Elements Mountain. You are still not reconciled to that battle back then. The majestic and deep voice sounds, and Five Elements Mountain says meaningfully. Small tower is non-committal. In the past, he is injured by many giants in the upper realm, causing its tower body to be broken. It used to be a 9-story tower, but now only 4 floors remain, and have to hide in the lower realm and recuperate. These tragic pasts have become the obsession of the small tower, and it is difficult to calm down. You're right, I just want to fight. The hatred that had accumulated in the small pagoda in the past is now bursting out like a flash flood. Its breath rises to peak, and the tower body begins to grow rapidly. A huge ancient pagoda as high as the Five Elements Mountain manifests. The small tower controls the huge tower body and crashes into the Five Elements Mountain with the potential energy of opening the sky and cracking the earth. The two behemoths collides, and a throbbing roar breaks out. The colliding airwaves explode layer by layer, and the aftermath spreads from all directions. The magnificent building of Bulo Mountain cannot withstand such a majestic aftermath. The towering halls collapsed with a bang. Many disciples of Bulo Mountain collapse to the ground one after another and begin to cough up blood. Their red eyes with only fear. This level of battle is far beyond their cognition. This can't be described only by divine power. Shi Hao is sheltered by the chaos power of the small tower, not involved in the war. However, at this moment, there is still a huge wave in his heart. He doesn't expect the small tower to be so violent and reckless. Five Elements Mountain, which is violently hit by the small tower, is knocked back dozens of meters. Immediately, a suffocating ancient atmosphere comes from the bottom of the Five Elements Mountain. Through the flying dust, in his blurred vision, Shi Hao sees a sealed humanoid creature. There are magic circles around the cave, which are engraved with symbols containing divine power. Seal this creature firmly on an altar. Rough iron chains bound every joint of this creature. Shi Hao looks at this creature with a solemn expression. Being able to make Bulo Mountain take such great pains to suppress this creature is absolutely no trivial matter. What makes it even more difficult for him to calm down is that he smells a familiar sensation from the creature in front. This is the ultimate danger from the 10 evil beast. You're crazy, let it get out of trouble. Five Elements Mountain is in a hurry, roaring towards the small tower. Without any stop, it presses down on this creature, wanting to suppress the creature again. The small tower rushes away, the chaotic aura circulates wildly, and the whole body exudes a dazzling golden light. It slams into the Five Elements Mountain again. At the same time, the small tower differentiates a sword beam and slashes towards the magic circle that seals this creature. The small tower has makes up its mind. It is to release the inextinguishable creatures from the ground. Small tower understands this creature's past, knowing that this creature is the offspring of an extremely powerful 10 evil beast. It was born in chaos, trapped for millions of years before breaking through the void and returning to the world. After that, it was jointly suppressed by many giants in the upper realm and sealed under the Five Elements Mountain. These people who besiege the indestructible creatures are also the upper realm giants who besiege the small tower. Small tower just wants to let the immortal creature get out of trouble and create trouble for these gods in the upper realm. Rumbling, the chaotic sword energy of the small tower slashes on the magic circle, and a powerful energy ripple breaks out. The sword energy weakens the power of the seal, and the runes engraved on the formation gradually fades. Five Elements Mountain's heart is terrified. It can feel the immortal creature are awakening. It pushes its own divine power to the extreme, and the 5 peaks spit out divine glow at the same time. If this terrifying creature breaks out of the seal, the whole Bulo Mountain will suffer because of this. The small tower also pushes the momentum to the peak, blocking it in front of the Five Elements Mountain. Unwilling to retreat, the fierce battle between the two makes this valley look like an apocalyptic scene. The boulders with a diameter of 100 meters keep falling, and deep pits are smashed into the ground. The deep cracks of the earth are bottomless, and there is only endless darkness inside. The small tower and Five Elements Mountain deliberately restrains their energy, compressing the power of battle in this valley. If not only will Bulo Mountain be destroyed, the 8 regions of the lower realm will also cause disasters. Shi Hao, who is watching the battle from the side, watches in shock at this devastating battle. Suddenly, a biting chill fills his body, causing him to tremble unconsciously. This creature, which has been suppressed for endless years, finally wakes up from its dormant slumber. Only now does Shi Hao see his appearance clearly. The creature in front of him is a handsome young man with delicate facial features and handsome appearance. He looks even more feminine than some stunning women, a head of thick blonde hair, revealing innate nobility. There is a pair of golden wings behind him, very similar to the Kunping wings summoned by Shi Hao. After awakening, the breath of Immortal Creature is a little sluggish, and the thin body is only skinny. The slowly opened eyes are full of emptiness, and he looks around blankly, sizing up the surroundings. After a while, his golden pupils flashes rapidly, and a strong anger emerges. This Immortal Creature screams. A desolate roar sounds, enveloping the aura of destruction and fury. Circling back and forth across the valley, the disciples of Bulow Mountain cover their ears and kneel on the ground one after another, and the 7 orifices keep leaking blood, grim face full of pain. This creature is so terrifying, he just roars. The power is so catastrophic. Small Tower is overjoyed, knowing that the Immortal Creature is about to get out of trouble. The 5 Elements Mountain are like facing a great enemy, and his heart is so heavy. Bang bang. It speeds up the frequency of bombarding the Small Tower, and wants to get rid of the Small Tower as soon as possible. Repress the Immortal Creature. The underground where Immortal Creature are sealed, the sound of iron chains colliding one after another. This terrifying creature is struggling to break free from its shackles, trying to break free. His whole body is filled with radiance, and it turns into a burning golden flame that swirls around his body. Over time, his awakening power grows stronger, causes the chaos of the world order and resonates with the Immortal Creature. The Immortal Creature opens its mouth and sucks. He is like the master of this world, sucking all the essence of the world and the power of nature into his stomach, to replenish his vitality that has been lost by the years. Finally, with a crisp sound, the immortal soul breaks free from a shackle that contains divine will, follows by the second and third. This murderous creature that has been sealed for endless years is free again. The valley begins to crumble as the seal is broken. Countless boulders crack down and fall on the ground. Shi Hao looks solemnly at the boy who breaks out of the seal. What a terrible life force. Been sealed for a long time, still immortal. 5 Elements Mountain is full of fear. As of now, it's only biting the bullet. If let the immortal souls go, this creature will bring an inexorable evil to the entire Bulow Mountain. Fortunately, the Immortal Creature has not recovered peak strength, and it is still capable of fighting. The 5 Elements Mountain mobilizes the divine formation of Bulow Mountain, and at the same time activates the life source deposited in its body. Even if there is a risk of backlash afterwards, it can't care so much at the moment. The scattered rock statues on the ground are given life and begin to beat violently. Immediately afterwards, these boulders begin to gather and take shape. In the end, it turns into a stone man with a height of more than 100 meters. This is the true body manifested by the 5 Elements Mountain. Its eyes shot out a blue light, full of depraved and gloomy demonic energy. As long as someone look at it, people who are not determined will sink in an instant. 5 Elements Mountains lowers its huge head, staring angrily at the small tower and the immortal creature. The tense atmosphere could detonate at any time. Shi Hao looks at them who are about to fight. This level of battle is impossible to see on weekdays. He needs to observe carefully, which will be of great benefit to his future practice and enlightenment. At this moment, the small tower suddenly flashes. It turns into a golden beam and takes Shi Hao out of this valley. Shi Hao is stunned. He thought that the small tower was going to fight, ready to watch this amazing battle. As a result, the small tower slips away without looking back. The small tower doesn't think so. I don't plan to fight decisively, just let the two of them fight. It takes so much effort to release the immortal creature, just wanting to use this terrifying creature as a shield. Let he deal with the Bulow Mountain. Shi Hao pouts. This kind of behavior really fits the character of a small tower profiteer. Seeing Shi Hao's slanderous appearance, Small Tower says angrily. You have to thank me, if as you said, all the causes and effects are added to you. You will definitely die. Now let this creature take over everything. While speaking, a huge roar comes from the valley. The fighting between the 5 Elements Mountain and the immortal creature is so loud that even this space is about to collapse. The sky is blooming, and the layers of airwaves spread in the valleys, fills the air with a sticky burnt smell. Horrible. Shi Hao sighs in his heart. The disciples of Bulow Mountain are full of despair. They can't resist the coercion of this stalwart, and most of them faint. The rest of the disciples also collapse to the ground, with convulsions all over their bodies. The small tower is not affected at all, ready to take advantage of the immortal creature fighting with the 5 Elements Mountain, to loot the treasure house of the Bulow Mountain. Go save my parents first. At this time, Shi Hao also strips his mind from the battle. His eyes are firm, and he adds to the small tower. All kinds of cause and effect add to my body. Small Tower senses Shi Hao's obsession and does not speak out against it. Soon, the two come to the valley where Shi Xiling and Qin Yining are sealed. Through the barrier, Shi Hao can clearly feel the breath of his parents. He touches the barrier with excitement. Shi Xiling and Qin Yining feel the same. They saw the figure of the elder son Shi Hao through the space crack earlier. Now this parent-child feeling has become very clear, as if Shi Hao is by their side. Shi Xiling and Qin Yining walk towards the barrier excitedly. They reach out to hold Shi Hao, but are blocked by the barrier. Father, mother. Shi Hao shouts, tears welling up in his eyes. He has been searching for so long, and now he is finally going to meet his parents. Thousands of thoughts erupt in his heart. Shi Hao raises his right hand high, summons the divine halberd from the void. Then he steps forward and stabs towards the barrier. The small tower is shaken, and the chaotic breath gushes out to wrap the halberd. The halberd, wrapped in the power of chaos, easily breaks the barrier. The magic circle of the sealed valley shatters. As the isolated picture becomes clear, Shi Xiling and Qin Yining meet their son they thought about day and night. Hao. The couple's voice trembles. At this moment, it is difficult for them to restrain their emotions, and the tears keep rolling down. Qin Yining rushes forward, hugs Shi Hao and bursts into tears. The thoughts that have been gathered for many years are vented at this moment. She feels sorry for Shi Hao. When Shi Hao and Qin Hao are seen fighting against each other, Qin Yining is even more heartbroken. She hugs Shi Hao tightly and says with an apologetic tone, "Don't blame your brother.